Well, we're getting off to a better start here this morning. At least there's coffee in my cup this morning. Yesterday it was about 2:45 in the afternoon when I started the episode. And when you consider that I have to have it uploaded by 5 p.m., well, I don't have to, but it's become sort of a ritual. I have it available by 5 p.m. Winnipeg time. I had to really scurry, to get it done. Now, it was pretty short, so it didn't take very long to process or edit or upload it. It went pretty quick. However, yesterday was a weird day. I sat down at the model table and didn't do anything except shoot about 3 minutes of video. Anyway, let's get started here. You probably notice it's kind of dreary outside. It almost looks like it could snow yet. I hope not. I'm wanting to get rid of what we got. Now, the good news is when it snows this time of year here in Winnipeg, we know that it's not going to last very long. It's not like when it snows in October and you realize, oh my goodness, it could be here for 5 months. Anyway, enough about Winnipeg weather. I was thinking that all we got to do now is just paint this stuff. And then when I was sitting down here this morning and I was looking right here at the railings, now we've actually got to bend these into shape yet in step 45 and put them down on part of the deck which is mounted onto the ship. So we're going to have to I guess I'm going to have to bring the ship back. Otherwise I'm not going to know exactly how to bend them. Now our railing here has to somehow go around these guns, these quad guns. Okay, so this one here drops down here, which means it's going to go right here. And there's 2 ways they can go. Well, maybe there's 4 ways they can go. Anyway, I want to make sure I get them the right way so I can take advantage of the fact that the bend is going to come where one of these posts is. Now, okay, it looks like it could start here and go around. Just trying to see here. Okay, I do believe it starts this way. Okay, I'll change position here. Now, looking at this, I think it's going to probably be the most difficult bend that I've done, in that there's a lot of bends that aren't exactly 90 degrees. There's 2, well, I get something better to point with. There's 2 curved sections. There's this one right here, and then around the back. Now, I do believe that this straight section right here is this piece right here. I think this little part right here is this, and then that would mean that this post is this one. This post would be here. Then it takes another bend and goes back, and then it's going to go, it looks like a 90, almost a 90 or maybe better degree. I'm going to have to hold this onto the ship a lot. I think that the best way for me to do this is to just try and do it and then video it later, because it's going to be too awkward to be trying to video and bend at the same time. Now, I'm wondering, should I use Andy's bender here for this? Or should I just use the Tamiya photo etch pliers? I think I'm going to try and use Andy's bender here a little bit, and at least to get started. I'm thinking out loud here again, aren't I? Now, I get a real kick out of trying to see how much can I video and how much can't I video. So, first of all, I want the posts to be on the outside of the rail so that they show up. Now, that may not really be the way it is on the real ship. Could be that the rail was on the outside of the post, but then you don't get to see it. Now, okay, so we're going to want to make a bend. We're going to want to bend for right here. So that'll be right there. And it's going to, okay, so it's going to have to go like this. Let's turn this over. No, it should go right through here. In other words, we want it to miss this pin right here. I'm just going to put this down just a little bit here, just so that it doesn't... Okay, I'll put the macro lens on, and then you'll be able to see better. Okay, now I'm going to want to have the... I think I'd want to have that finger of... where's Mr. T's poking device here? Okay, I think I'm going to want to have this little finger, or whatever you want to call it, right on the post. And not too tight. And this particular bend is not 90 degrees. It's just probably, I'm guessing, let me pull this back so you can see it. Okay, I'm guessing it's probably about this much right here. Now that's maybe a little bit more. I can always pull it back, I guess. Okay, let's take this now and see how it looks. I'll reposition everything. Okay, now, where's Mr. T's pointer here? Okay, from this post, we have to come around here. So I have to make a round bend somehow and not lose this. I can see I'm going to have to do a lot of repainting here. But the round bend... I'm just wondering if maybe this is beyond my expertise here. My Facebook friend who's doing the 1/700 scale model is working with photo etch much more delicate and smaller than this. And he's doing a much better job. Now, just having a problem here. Okay, so why can't I get this? Okay, so that goes like that. I've got that first bend. The angle looks almost perfect to me. Now I'm probably going to lose it. Okay, so I want to go from this post to this post at a radius like this. And then I believe this post will end up right here, which will put this post back here. And then we'll make our extra sharp bend to go around the other way. Okay, I'm just going to take this off here and just see how am I going to bend this now. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can use Andy's photo etch bender here for these kind of bends. No matter how I position it, it's just not going to work. So we're going to have to use our dowel here to make the round. Where's my pointer? Okay, from this post here to this post here is where the radius has to be. Now you're probably noticing that this thing is not exactly straight here. Well, gotta tell you, I accidentally set something on it when it was sitting on the manual here. I don't know when it happened or how it happened. All I know is it happened. I have straightened it out a little bit, but I can see I've got to straighten it back, maybe just a little bit here. So the bend starts right here and goes this way, okay? So that means that there's going to have to be, we'll bend this other section after we get our radius. And I don't know if this manual is soft enough, or maybe I'm going to have to do it on something a little softer to get the bend. Oh, no, it's kind of going. Okay, let's take a look now and see if that bend is. That looks about right, actually. And, you know, just looking at it. Now we have to grab hold of it. Maybe the photo etch pliers are going to be too wide. So I want to try and. Well, I'm going to have to do this off camera. Now I tried another pair of pliers I had, and it was slightly too wide. And then I remembered I have these tweezers here, and they are almost the exact right width. So I should be able to grab hold of this. Okay, now we'll do it off camera. All right, now we have to make another little bend right here, I think. Now, is this the bend that's really sharp? No. The bend we have to make right now is for this piece right here, which will be this piece right here. So we have to go back the other way. Now, I know that when we lay this on the deck, we're going to have to do a lot of tweaking. Now, what's the best way to do this? I think I gotta grab it more at the post. You know, this is beyond my expertise. You know, clamp that down. I don't think it's much different from before. I'll just bend this back like this. Okay, I think that's kind of looking right. Now this real sharp bend right here has got to go right there. So I think to do that, I'll grab it like this. Can you still see it? Where's the monitor? Oh yeah, more or less. Okay. If I get it down just a little bit different here. Now, this has to be a real sharp bend all the way around, about 120 degrees it looks like, something like that. Okay, now this is not going to be exactly right, as I say. Now, at about this post, right here, we start making, let me put this more at the right angle. Okay, so at this post, we start our radius going all the way around here from about here to here. Now, how will be the best way to do that? If I was to put it down, I did remember to press record, didn't I? Yeah, that would have been drastic. Okay. Okay, can you still see it okay? Yeah, from that post to that post. Just get it basically round. Okay, it's slowly getting into the right shape here. Now, this has to end up okay. I think maybe my radius is too tight. I want this post and like this post right here. Oh, where's my Mr. T's pointer? Okay, this post has to come to this post. So we gotta spread this apart somehow without scrunching the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to quit here for a minute. My eyes are starting to ache. In all likelihood, there's somebody shouting at their computer, "Ron, just shut off the camera and do it already if it's so hard to video." Well, if you're new to this, you probably may not have heard me say this before, but trying to see if I can video it is half the fun. It's more than half the fun. I really enjoy trying the challenge, and it's a challenge. And for the most part, I get it. Now, yesterday, I was watching somebody build the 1/200 scale HMS Rodney, the very kit that we're going to eventually be building when we're done the Hood. And he did it a completely different way from me, and it's excellent, by the way. I highly recommend you watch it. In fact, I'm going to put the link in my description below to his video, unless I forget, and because it's worth seeing. And what he did is he built the Rodney in just under half an hour, and and he actually started out by showing the sprues, and he showed a lot of the build, but very, very quickly. And you get to see it from start to finish in just under half an hour. Whereas what I'll do is I'll piddle away at something like this all day long, and we might only get this one piece made here. Well, generally what I'll do is if there's two of something, I'll make the first one on camera, then I'll go ahead and make the other one off camera to save a little time, because I'll just be doing it exactly the same way again. And anyway, that's what I like to do. That and poke at stuff. Okay, I have our ship pulled over here nice and close to me. Now let's carefully pick this up. And I have manipulated it a little bit here. See, I gotta get it, maybe just drop it and twist it around. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. It's kind of jamming up on those boxes in the back there. Okay, I do believe that it's going to go. I think that maybe what I should do is I should just start at one end and then and glue it down, and then say I start at the back there, and just work my way around. and then glue it right here, but wait for it to cure. Probably be using CA again, and then just keep bending it the way it has to go, and because we can't change the bends, but what I mean is we can't change where the bends are, but we can change the radius and the angle a little bit. Or maybe the best thing would be to start right here and just work my way around the back that way, and then work my way around this way. Once again, I got to decide. Now, perhaps I should have the camera from more overhead than I do, but you can see that the back of the bottom rail is just about in the right place to go around the back, but then this front one is, it's too far in, so I have to open that angle up a bit somehow. I don't want to have to take this thing off. That's too big. I was hoping I could use the rubber, because if I could use the rubber, then the less chance of scratching it here. So just see if I can squeeze that and open it up just a little. Okay, I do believe I did open it up just a little. Now there is another thing I can do. I can pull the back rail down. See, this doesn't want to get in there. If I pull the back rail down and get it in the right place and glue it, and then I can pull this out and glue it in place later. See, I know that this is in the wrong place right now. I know that. But I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to get the back rail in the right place. Something like that. Now, you can't see it from your angle, but I can see right here where the holder downer is pushing. It's pretty well in the right spot. I'm gonna try and adhere that right there. Okay, I've got the holder downer in position here, and it's putting a slight downward pressure. So I want to try and get this post back into this corner here as far as it will go. Now it could be that this bottom rail is supposed to be glued on the top. There's a bit of a lip. You can see that there's a bit of a lip there. Maybe if I was to pull it like this. Okay, I do believe I've got that bottom rail, that post about as far this way as it can go. I know it's not quite straight, but we can straighten it later. Okay, let's just, this bottom rail right there that I'm just touching right now with the point of the pin, well, this is starting to flip up on me. That's not good. That's not good. Let's lift this up a bit. Oh, I see, it's caught on the gun barrel. Oh, come on. I have to start all over again here now. Okay, now if I can get the holder downer back on there. I had it before. Why is it? What's happening here? sorry to be getting my fingers in your way here, but if I don't, I'm not going to be able to get this. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get the holder down in place here. Very, very carefully. Okay. Okay, I have some thin here. I'd like to get it in from the inside, but that's oh, I bumped it. Okay, I have to redo this. I'm gonna have to redo it. Okay, let's try this again here now. Okay, no, don't touch anything. Now, I just happened to notice here in the view that the binocular units are showing up. Now, you remember this one right here? That's the one we broke. Fell on the floor, and I guess it got scrunched. And but this one is intact. And one of the viewers was thinking that they looked identical to the binocular units on the, or at least the head part, or the binocular itself looked the same as the Bismarck. I just right now went and looked at the Bismarck, and I can't really look at it really close without taking the plexiglass cover off the front, and that's more bother than it's worth. Now, yes, Mark, this part right here, the binocular itself, is very similar, but the base is entirely different. But I mean, there's only one way you can make binoculars, right? So I imagine that the German binoculars were very similar to the English binoculars. Now I better quit poking at her. I'm going to scratch all this dark paint off of there. Now let's see if we can get this off of here. Now, somebody's probably noticing that the sight is broken off right here. Well, if you remember when we were doing this gun, I accidentally did that. And I've got this particular quad gun on this side of the ship, because this is the side that's probably going to be against the wall of the case. Now, this should stay in place now when I lift this off. Alright. Now I'd like to just hook this in, not necessarily on the bottom rail, although that probably would be the best, and push it down and pull it out. I hope that it's not in your way there. You should be able to see that that's pretty well right. Now let's see if we can get some glue on that. And once again, come in from the back. Okay, we'll let that cure, and then we'll move over to the curved part.
Well, folks, there are two things that are for sure. For sure, this is what I was hoping was not going to happen today. And the second thing is, for sure, this video is a lot longer than I thought it was, and we gotta cut her off. We'll continue on tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.